I'm Justin Moss. Florida Grand Opera season continues with one of my favorite operas, Jacques Offenbach's The Tales of Hoffmann. E.T.A. Hoffmann was a really interesting guy, and he wrote many short stories that were so fantastic they inspired a lot of theatrical treatments. We have Olympia, the doll, who's an automaton, who humiliates him at the conclusion of that act. We have Antonia, the doomed singer, who's told that if she sings, she will die, and of course, she proceeds to sing herself to death. And then the courtesan Giulietta, who steals his reflection and betrays him at the conclusion of the opera. Hoffmann's love, Stella, is performing in Don Giovanni at the opera house nearby, and by the time the opera is finished and she comes to meet Hoffmann in the tavern where he's been telling these stories, he's so drunk he's in a state of complete and total collapse, and Stella is swept out the door on the arm of Hoffmann's nemesis. He loses his real love yet again. One of the great challenges in opera has been for a single soprano to tackle all four female roles. We have a great debut occurring this season with one of the great American sopranos, Elizabeth Futrell, coming to sing the Four Ladies in the Tales of Hoffmann for the first time. Have you been following her career over the last several years? She sang many roles of Florida Grand Opera, Lucia de Lammermoor, Zervinetta, and Ariadne of Naxos. Wonderful artist. Juliet in a Romeo and Juliet production. She hasn't been here for several years, but she's been just about everywhere else. We're thrilled to have her back in this really important assignment.
I've worked with Elizabeth on numerous occasions at the Baltimore Opera, and she's in the prime of her career. She's doing something for the first time on our stage, which is very important. To do all four roles in the prime of her career, you don't get to see that very often. And to see the process, the roles of the heroines in Hoffmann, not only are they vocally difficult in their own way. For example, Olympia has all the fast colored tour and the extreme high notes. But then doing Giulietta or the Antonia, it's much more of a lyric voice. So to find one singer that can actually attempt to do this it's rare, and she's going to do an amazing job. It's fantastic.
Sure she is too. She's a great artist.
Yes.
A wonderful person and a glorious singer.
And she's gorgeous.
And that doesn't hurt. Jacques Offenbach, the composer of Les Contes d'Hoffmann, The Tales of Hoffmann, had a hugely successful Parisian career writing operetta. These were so clever that audiences thronged to them. People loved him. He was immensely popular, but he was really concerned that he would finish his career without ever having written a piece that would be considered a serious opera. He worked on The Tales of Hoffmann and sadly died just before it really became known to the public. Never lived to see its success. Left a lot of open questions about the order of the acts and the way that they should be played. But what do you think he did differently in The Tales of Hoffmann from what he did in La Belle Hélène or any of the operettas that Orpheus in the Underworld, he's so famous for?
Interestingly, I think it has very little to do with the music, because if you look at La Belle Hélène, if you look at Orpheus in the Underworld, the music is so finely crafted that it is of the quality that is deserved to be heard on the operatic stage. When we get to Tales of Hoffmann, the melodic genius is right there. That's through all of those pieces, and that is amplified because of the fantastical nature of the stories in Tales of Hoffmann.
It's going to be exciting.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing you at the opera.
Look forward to seeing you at the opera.
Look forward to seeing you as well.